Israel is carrying out a relentless air campaign against Hamas. The Reuters news agency reported that Israel had so far struck some 5,000 Hamas targets since the start of the war on October 7th. The Israeli Air Force said in an October 12 posting on the social media site X that it had dropped 6,000 bombs against Hamas targets in the first 5 days of the conflict, but didn't specify the type. Since it started the air campaign, a large number of Hamas hideouts and control centers have been destroyed. Several Hamas leaders have been killed too. A specific American weapon is playing a crucial role in this, and the U.S. is already speeding the delivery of more of it. This is the Joint Direct Attack Munitions, or JDAM. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how American JDAM, which is helping Israel destroy Hamas, would do the same to Iran and Hezbollah. Let's get started. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted VPN brands worldwide that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte, an industry-leading Big Four auditing firm. NordVPN provides an encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy by preventing external entry to your internet traffic, as well as enabling you to access content that's blocked based on geolocation. Best of all, with one NordVPN account, you can secure up to 6 devices at the same time. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive savings by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. The U.S. Air Force's bombing campaign during the Persian Gulf Wars, Operation Desert Storm, was less effective than initially reported, in part because it had no precision bombs that were accurate in all weathers. Laser guidance packages on bombs proved exceptionally accurate in clear conditions, but amid airborne dust, smoke, fog, or cloud cover, they had difficulty maintaining lock on the laser designation. Research, development, testing, and evaluation (RDT&E) of an adverse weather precision-guided munition began in 1992. Several proposals were considered, including a radical concept that used GPS. At the time, there were few GPS satellites, and the idea of using satellite navigation for real-time weapon guidance was untested and controversial. These obstacles were slowly overcome. The first JDAM kits were delivered in 1997, with operational testing conducted in 1998 and 1999. During testing, over 450 JDAMs were dropped, achieving system reliability in excess of 95%, with a published accuracy of 10 meters or 33 feet CEP. The JDAM is essentially a guidance kit that converts unguided bombs or dumb bombs into all-weather precision-guided munitions. JDAM-equipped bombs are guided by an integrated inertial guidance system coupled to a global positioning system (GPS) receiver, giving them a published range of up to 15 nautical miles, that's 28 kilometers. JDAM-equipped bombs range from 500 pounds, or 227 kilograms, to 2,000 pounds, which is 907 kilograms. JDAM's guidance system was jointly developed by the United States Air Force and the United States Navy, hence the joint in JDAM. When installed on a bomb, the JDAM kit is given a GBU, Guided Bomb Unit nomenclature, superseding the Mark 80 or BLU, Bomb Live Unit nomenclature of the bomb to which it's attached. As stated, the JDAM is not a standalone weapon, but is rather a bolt-on guidance package that converts unguided gravity bombs into precision-guided munitions, PGMs. The key components of the system consist of a tail section with aerodynamic control surfaces, a body, strike kit, and a combined inertial guidance system and GPS guidance control unit. Once released from the aircraft, the JDAM autonomously navigates to the designated target coordinates. Target coordinates can be loaded into the aircraft before takeoff, manually altered by the aircrew before weapon release, or automatically entered through target designation with onboard aircraft sensors. JDAM enables multiple weapons to be directed against single or multiple targets on a single pass. As per reports, Boeing is accelerating delivery to Israel of as many as 1,800 JDAM. The expedited deliveries of JDAM kits from Boeing to the Israeli government originate from a 2021 direct commercial sale valued at about $735 million. The sale was approved when, in 2021, conflict between Israel and Hamas escalated and was the worst confrontation between the two sides since 2014. The delivery schedule, which initially spanned several years, has been expedited following the Hamas attacks on Israel. The kits are for bombs of 500 pounds or 227 kilograms and heavier. This recent delivery is different from the approximately 12,000 JDAM kits that were sold to Israel in 2012 and 2015 through foreign military sales programs administered by the U.S. government. Sufficient supplies of JDAM will mean that Israel will have the means to precisely target terrorists in Gaza, and the civilian casualties will also be lowered compared to unguided bombs. The JDAM can be dropped from a variety of aircraft, ranging from B-2 and B-1B bombers to F-15E, F-16, F-22, and F-35A fighters. In addition to the mentioned aircraft, the Ukrainian Air Force has modified its Su-27 and MiG-29 aircraft to be capable of deploying JDAMs in operations against Russian forces. Israel doesn't have dedicated bombers like the U.S. Air Force, but does operate F-15, F-16, and F-35I. When it comes to Hamas, any of these aircraft can be used to launch the JDAM without any problem, since the organization does not have any proper air defense. F-35I, fifth-generation stealth fighter, will be key when it comes to Iran and its proxy Hezbollah that have several air defense systems, like Qordad-15, that could be effective against fourth-generation jets. Israel is the first country outside the U.S. to acquire them and has a customized variant. It has already operationalized 36 F-35s and plans to acquire around 75 of these. Israel was also the first country in the world to carry out an operational attack using F-35 when Israeli Air Force F-35I stealth fighters had struck several Iranian targets in Iraq twice in 2018. Not only this, as reported by the Kuwaiti Al Jarida newspaper, 2 F-35I Adir jets flew undetected over Syria and Iraq and were able to sneak into Iranian airspace. They carried out reconnaissance missions over the Iranian cities Bandar Abbas, Esfahan, and Shiraz. Viewers may note that Syria is where the Russian S-300 and S-400 were present, and they were clueless. So F-35I with JDAM is deadly, not only for Hamas, but also for Iran and Hezbollah. It's important since Iran and Hezbollah have threatened to intervene if Israel doesn't stop its Gaza offensive.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.